The essentials you decide to pack for Disney World matter way more than you think. You want to do your best to help keep your family comfortable and happy when visiting the theme parks, but there are surely some items that might slip your mind or you might not even think about whenever packing. And that's exactly why today I want to share with you 9 essentials that no one tells you to pack when visiting Disney World that could end up saving your trip. After numerous visits packing essentials to go to the Disney parks, these are items that I absolutely do not travel without, and I'm saving my best for last, so let's go ahead and get on into it. First things first, we're going to talk about an essential that you may not expect at all, and that is earplugs. And you're probably wondering, why in the world do I need earplugs for Disney World? Earplugs are an essential that when you pack them, you will definitely be thanking yourself later for, because when you're visiting Disney World, if you're staying at one of the Disney resorts or even off property, you never know who your hotel room neighbors will be. I know whenever we travel, we usually stay at the All-Star Resort since they are cheaper to stay at. Knock on wood, we haven't ever had any major issues whenever staying at a Disney resort, but sometimes I've heard comments that guests think that the walls are thin, or if you have an adjoining door in your room, sometimes noise can get through that door. I've also gotten a lot of comments if you are staying at the Disney All-Star Resort, sometimes they have cheer competitions and bands come down to do the parades in Magic Kingdom, and I've gotten a lot of comments about loud noises during the evenings. So that's why I always have a pack of earplugs on me. These are just foam earplugs that you can easily travel with. They're also very nice because they're comfortable. They're like form-fitting. I'm sure you've seen these before, but I like these for sleeping. They're way more comfortable, and they're also disposable, so you can always bring these for your trip and then get a pack and always have another pair to bring on a different trip. But the earplugs are mainly what I bring for sleeping. I don't necessarily use these in the parks at all. Maybe you can use them if you are sensitive to loud noises and you want them during the fireworks, or you have kids that may want them. But this is what I usually use when sleeping. You also might not be used to the sleeping arrangements whenever you are visiting Disney World. Maybe you're traveling with family, friends, people snoring. You just want to have earplugs on hand so you can prepare for everything, pop them in. They're a little bit different to get used to because you might not be used to sleeping in earplugs, but these are always something that I'm very happy to have whenever I'm down there for just in case. And with essential number 2, we have lotion. This is another resort themed essential that I'd recommend bringing. And I learned a couple of things about the lotion. So whenever you're visiting Disney World, like I think I've mentioned, we usually stay at the Disney All-Star Resorts, which is considered a value resort at Disney World. That's the lowest tier of hotels on all of Disney property. And whenever I would visit, I would look at the amenities that they had. They had the shampoo, conditioner, the body wash, and then a bar of soap by the sink, but they never had lotion. I later found out that they do have lotion at the higher tier Disney resorts, like the moderate and the deluxe resorts. So when we visited Port Orleans Riverside and the Princess Rooms, they had lotion. But whenever you're visiting the value resorts, they do not have lotion inside of there. One thing I like having it for is if I get a sunburn or for some reason my hands get dry after a day in the parks. I know it's very humid at Disney World, but I always like having lotion on hand just in case, especially if you are staying in the value hotels. They won't have it there as an amenity, so it's something that you might want to bring for yourself. So of course, in terms of brands, you can go for any of your favorite lotion options. I just got this small one from Target. This is the Vaseline brand, and I like it because it's travel sized, but it also is a very lightweight lotion. I don't like a very thick, heavy lotion, and it rubs in very nicely. I'll usually just put it on my hands or wherever else I need it after a day in the parks. Very lightweight, breathable, and travel size. Essential number 3 is a solar sun umbrella. So I'm sure if you've been to Disney World before or you've looked at lists of items to pack, you've probably seen an umbrella on that list because it does get very unpredictable in terms of weather at Disney World. You never know when rain is going to pop up, especially if you're visiting from June to September. There is a lot of rain that can happen during your trip, so you'll want to have an umbrella anyway. But what I found are these solar umbrellas. These are like a sun umbrella, and the reason I like it, it's very small in travel size, so it can fit in your park bag or whatever you might be bringing to the parks. But it also is not only a regular umbrella, but it is a sun umbrella. So if you're standing in the sun, the difference between a typical umbrella that it has is this black reflective material underneath that's actually UV rated. So whenever you are standing in the parks or maybe you're waiting for a parade, this is something that I like to have. Even if it looks like it's not going to rain, I always like having an umbrella on hand for just in case, but it also helps for the sun because it gets very hot in Florida. You want to make sure you're protecting yourself from the sun. But a neat thing that I think this has is its dual purpose. It can help whenever it's raining or whenever it is sunny out in Florida. I started using this whenever I went to Epic Universe because a lot of their lines are outdoors, but also have found really great success with it whenever visiting Disney World. Essential number 4 is an anti-chafe stick. This is going to be your best friend because you might not be aware of how much walking you're going to be doing at Disney World, and this is super helpful for any areas that you experience chafing with. I know people use this all over. The place that I like to use it is on my feet because I use the Croc wedges. Those are my go-to pair of theme park shoes, but this is the brand that I usually use. There are so many different types of anti-chafe sticks out there. My family loves using the Body Glide brand. That works very well for them whenever walking at the parks, but also whenever they are very active running and training for Run Disney races. But this is Happy Curves. This is the anti-chafe stick that I usually use just because it has lasted me so long. I've had the same anti-chafe stick for a while now, and I love how long it lasts. So it's also very small, very nice and compact for travel, but it's just like a little deodorant stick that you can twist it up. You can see it on here, and you can use this anywhere. I love using it on my feet for wearing the Croc wedges, so that way I don't get any blisters. And it also just rubs on very easily. It dries clear as well. So it goes on a little bit kind of like a deodorant, but then whenever it's on your feet, I love that, or anywhere else, I love that it dries clear so you don't actually see it at all. But it is going to be a huge saver for you in the park, so that way you don't have any chafing, any blisters, because you want to make sure you can go the distance whenever you're at Disney World and you don't want anything holding you back. I know a lot of times I've seen people actually like to use this as an essential that they pack in their Disney park bag. I don't usually bring this with me to the parks. I found that if I just use it at the beginning of the day, it usually lasts for the whole day, that I don't feel like I need to reapply it, but it is of course something that you could pack with you in your bag to have to reapply, or you could go back to your hotel midday and reapply if needed. Now, before we continue on with the rest of the items, I wanted to say if you wanted to add any of these to your upcoming trip, I am going to be adding links in the description below that you can easily shop all of these, or I'm sure you've seen while you're watching, there are different shopping stickers popping up for YouTube shopping that you can easily just click in and purchase the item if needed. The fifth essential we have here that people don't necessarily mention is bringing extra socks with you. If you're someone that's going to be wearing tennis shoes or any kind of shoes that are going to have socks with them, especially during the rainy seasons, like we mentioned before, definitely pack some extra socks with you. It's so nice to have a backup pair in case your shoes get wet. Maybe you went on a water ride if it's not raining, or if you are very sweaty, you want to make sure you have a pair to fall back on. Now, I didn't want to get too much into it, but I did want to share some recommendations of socks that I've been loving for the parks. I did mention I like wearing the Croc wedges whenever I visit Disney World, but there is a pair of tennis shoes that I like to wear from Kuru Footwear that I usually wear these socks with. I thought I'd show you real quick. These are the shoes that I like to wear from Kuru Footwear. These are the Atom 2 shoes. If you're someone that has high arches and struggles with your arch support, highly recommend checking out Kuru Footwear, but these are the tennis shoes that I use. And then in terms of the Croc wedges, if you've never seen them before, this is a pair of the Croc wedges that actually have gibbet holes in the top. So this is why I like using the anti-chafe stick. They're more of a rubber sandal material, which is perfect whenever you're going during the rainy seasons. You don't have to worry about wet shoes. So those are the shoes that I wear. But let's get back into the socks. I have been loving ankle socks because you don't have to worry about your socks slipping down whenever you're walking around. And these are socks that I have gotten from Dick's Sporting Goods. They are their women's ankle socks, but I love how padded the sole is to them. They come in a 3-pack, and they also have frill and ruffle tops. I have seen that they come in a couple of different colors, so I have the white and pink pack. So I've been loving these. Highly recommend if you're looking for a new sock when walking at Disney World. They're padded on the bottom, also lightweight and very breathable on the top. But then I've also gotten socks from American Eagle and other places as well that actually have embroidered Disney characters on the side. You can get these all over. That's one of my biggest tips whenever you are visiting Disney World, and we can talk about this in another video when it comes to getting outfits and things to wear. There's so many different Disney branded things that is not necessarily in Disney that you can get before your trip for outfits, but I love getting some embroidered ankle socks that you can match and pair with outfits. And these are also very comfortable and lightweight whenever walking around the parks. So having a couple pairs is very nice. I usually like to bring about 1 or 2 extra pairs per day that we're visiting. I do wear the Croc wedges a lot, but whenever I am thinking about the days that I'm going to be wearing tennis shoes, I like to bring extra socks to account for that just in case. Essential number 6 is MagicBand related. If you plan on wearing a MagicBand or getting one for the Disney theme parks, you've probably seen these before. This is a wearable wrist accessory that you can wear at Disney World. It has so many functional features for the Disney parks. You can use this to scan into the theme parks, into your Disney World resort if you're staying on property. If you're staying on property, you can also use this for purchases. There's so many useful features with this MagicBand, but a ton of things that I have seen in the comments is that people lose their MagicBands. So the way that these snap on is literally these snaps. There's a bunch of different holes that you can snap them into in terms of sizing. They do snap off very easily. I have never lost one in the parks, but I've gotten a lot of comments about people saying they've lost them on rides or didn't even realize that it popped off whenever they're walking around the parks. But one thing that you can get to avoid that, especially if you are having kids going or you've never worn one and you don't want to worry about it getting lost. This is not one of the particular ones that I will mention or I'll link below, but you can actually get these silicone MagicBand holders. I have this one from being a Disney pass holder, but what you can do is you can use the silicone holder to slide over the strap and it secures it into place. So then if it does snap off, you don't have to worry about it getting lost. There are packs that you can get of these. So if you're going as a group of people, you can definitely get a lot to go on multiple MagicBands. And another thing that I've seen people use are the elastic hair ties. The clear hair ties can actually slip onto here. Then you don't actually see the MagicBand holder. So there's 2 different things that you can use in terms of MagicBand security, but these are very expensive accessories to wear to the parks. Of course, if you're going often, it makes sense to get one, but if you don't want to lose yours, highly recommend getting some MagicBand holders to have just in case. 7th essential I'm mentioning to you because this is something you actually can't purchase whenever you're at Disney World, and that is gum. If you want to have gum whenever you're visiting Disney World, this is something you're going to have to bring with you or have delivered whenever you're visiting the parks because they don't sell gum at Disney World. Whenever they were creating the parks, I think I read it one time that Walt just didn't want gum scattered around the parks or left on the rides, which I completely understand, so they don't sell it in the theme parks. So I always bring a pack with me. This is really nice to have after eating to just freshen up and to continue on with your day. Usually I'll choose some type of mint gum or a fruit flavor, so highly recommend packing your favorite in your bag so you have it just in case. Number 8, we have pre-packaged snacks. So one thing that a lot of people don't really realize when going to Disney World is you can actually bring your own snacks and food into the parks with you, which is what I always do. I always have some type of snack in my bag with me, even though I plan on eating in the parks or having some type of snack whenever I'm in there. I always bring something to have just in case, but as I've been packing and visiting the parks, I've found that it is very easy and a lot more helpful if you choose items that are already pre-packaged. So I wanted to give you a couple of examples and I just grabbed a couple of random ones from our past trip. I recommend bringing some type of granola bar or Cliff Bars. You can get tiny little granola bars or larger ones. You can use these to eat in between rides to kind of tide you over in between meals. Or another thing that I've seen people bring are some type of breakfast bar to have in the morning. So that way you don't have to worry about breakfast in the parks. You can go do your early entry or anything you plan on doing in the morning. You can speed through and have some type of breakfast option with you. But what I love having are prepackaged snacks like Cheez-Its, Goldfish. These are Yogi yogurt bites that are nice to have in the morning. I have brought these into the parks, but the thing that you have to watch out for is any item melting. Like you've seen, our granola bar here melts a little bit. So that's why it's nice having them pre-packaged. So that way, if they do melt or anything happens to them, they're already packaged. Not to mention, these are so easy to just throw in your bag the night before or the day of. You don't have to worry about adding things into different bags. It's just very nice since they are pre-packaged. Definitely a more convenient option. Going along with the whole snack thing, you might not know either that you can actually have items delivered to your Disney hotel whenever you get down there. Usually we use Walmart grocery delivery. So if we want any snacks or groceries on hand when we're in the parks, we actually get to the hotel and plan a grocery delivery to go and pick up to have inside for our trip. And this is a perfect time to add essentials like this, so that way you don't have to travel with them if you are flying down to Disney World. Now, one thing that we add to that list are plastic sandwich bags. These are so nice if you do get any type of snack that is loose and comes in a bigger bag. You can put this into smaller ones to add into your Disney park bag to have. Or another reason why we like this is if you're going to a quick service restaurant or some type of dining option and you don't eat all of your food, you can take this for leftovers, because sometimes they don't have carry-out bags or to-go containers that you can take items. So it's nice having these on hand just in case. Not to mention, if you go on water rides, these are very helpful to protect your phone. If you would like any information on the grocery delivery, I'll go ahead and link a video below of a simple tutorial so you know how to have items delivered to your hotel. Now, my ninth and final essential is something I will not go to Disney without anymore, and I've used it all last year and can fully say it is one of my favorite things to have. You've probably heard of the hydration multiplier essential to have in the parks. Like if you've looked at lists, you've probably heard to pack liquid IV or some type of hydration multiplier, but have you heard to pack an immune support powder? This is emergency. This is what I started using last year, because when you're traveling to Disney World, you might be getting out a lot more often than you're used to. You're exposed to a lot more. And I would come back from trips not feeling the best. And I found to use these immune support packets. These are emergency brand. You can get them in a giant pack like this. This is the one that I usually get. They also come in multiple flavors. They have an orange flavor. I love the raspberry one, but usually what I'll do is I'll just have one packet of these. I do it in a small little cup of water, and you don't need all that much water, but I usually take one of these per night. So I usually pack one per day that I'll be down at the parks. And I've just found this to be a huge help for my health whenever I'm at the parks, and then also whenever I get home. So that way I don't have to worry about battling any sickness. You can see here on the side, this is how you can add it to water. You can have it in a little bit of water or more, depending on how you like it. And I just use the little cups that are in the hotel conveniently there in the little coffee corner, and I just add them to these every evening. Like I said, very easy and compact. These nice little packets is what they come in. Super travel friendly, and you can just add a couple to your bag, but I usually do one for each night that I'll be visiting. The other little like bonus thing that I like to bring are these Sambucus gummies. These are what we get from Sam's Club. You can get them all over. There's so many different types and brands, but again, I'll usually just take a couple of these gummies. They look like this. They're very small, travel friendly, and I'll add them to a bag. And I usually bring 2 per day that I'll be visiting the parks. So those are a couple essentials you may not have heard about, but should be packing for the parks now. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. All the items will be in the description bar below and the YouTube shopping tab. So if you need them for your trip, go ahead and grab them there. My essentials do not end here. I love packing essentials in my Disney park bag. And if you're curious to see what kind of items I like to pack there, you can check out this video next. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great trip to Disney World, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.